morning. Welcome, everybody. Welcome. That's Tony's song. We played Reagan's song first. Sorry to cut you guys off at the very end. I didn't mean to do that. I apologize. Tony, raise your hand. There you go. I cut your song off at the end.
It's okay. Thanks a lot.
No problem, no problem. All right, so I did turn the host. You guys, we can still see your messages, but we can see them. You guys can't see them right now because we know sometimes we have people who belong here on this call who need to hear the word. We need to understand that people are truly going to win in this season, and it just we have to think though, in the word it said that we would make our enemies our footstools. So it's only right that they have to watch us win. Everybody say, watch me work, right? Just say, watch me work, because God is moving all over, right? And I'm just so very excited that you guys are here. So I am actually going to step out of the way for just a second. Tony, do I need to make you we won't play the video just yet. We'll kind of share that toward the end, but we want to welcome each and every one of you here at Vibe. And our mission really truly is you. Part of the reason why we have the why in Vibe, because it is about our why. You guys have heard why I'm here. You've heard why Vibe is here. And we really truly want to know why you're here as well. So if you do want to throw those things in the chat, like what are you trusting God for right now? What have you asked for, not begged for, but what have you asked for? What have you gotten in alignment for, right? Because you can't ask for things and then doubt at the same time. It's going to cancel out. You can't. So you have to ask, you have to believe, right? And you have to get in alignment with people who also believe. Then you have to be in that spirit of allowing things to happen and then receive. That's it. Ask. You don't have to keep asking, but you have to be in that spirit of accepting the fact that you have been heard. And many people are asking for financial breakthroughs. And to me, like Vibe is more like visualizing your breakthrough. That's what I had seen, but it was just way too long. Tony wouldn't have liked that on our marketing if we had that really long tagline. But for me, I'm visualizing my breakthrough. I was on the phone with Australia today. I was on the phone with India today. I was on the phone with the ambassador of Dubai today. Me. But it's not about me, right? They wanted to know about Vibe. They wanted to know about all of you. They wanted to know how Reagan and Andre were able to put almost 18,000 people in Vibe. And we said, it's the why. We're doing it because it's about the why. It's not about me. There's no me in Vibe. There's no Reagan in Vibe. There's no Andre in Vibe. There's no Tony. It's the why. It's the why we do what we do. And we overstand what we do. And it's about you. So I am so very thrilled about what's going to happen February 17th. We officially launch. How many days is that, ladies and gentlemen? Can you look for me? February 17th, we officially launch. And I keep saying on my son's birthday, because it's really about, it's about the why. It's about why we do what we do. And for me, it's really my children. For many of you as well. I know for Reagan, it's about her children. For Andre has 6 children. It's about his children. For Tony, it's about her children and the children she's taken into her house so that they have a safe place to live. It's really about just believing that you've been heard. And business is important. We love network relationship marketing, but we're challenging the status quo. Let me record real quick.
For recording in progress.
Go ahead. 32 days. Thank you so much. How many of you are new here? Just type new. This is the first time that you've jumped on. You don't really know what's going on. Somebody invited you. Welcome. Mimi, welcome to the call. I have a lot of new people saying they're new. Here's what I would want you guys to do. Just believe and sign up right now, because if you don't, probably 30, 40, 50 people are going to join while you're on this call, and potentially they could fall into your organization because we're all a part of the same matrix. You'll know what that means in a minute. But it's important for you to go ahead and text the person that invited you and say, hey, just send me your link because it's free to sign up. Just send me your link. You will thank me later, I promise. Mimi said, I already signed up. Thank you. She said, thank you, Vicki Patterson. Stacy said, I already signed up. I'm new, right? I'm new too. Sign up, right? Text them right now and say, send me your link so I can go ahead and get signed up so I can get in position. So I'm going to talk to you guys in a moment about just the dates. And I'm going to do the presentation really quickly. And then Reagan and Tony and Dre are going to jump in. Don't get off this call. I'm going to be super brief. Don't get off. And then for those of you guys who want to potentially make $442,860 a month just in matrix pay, not including our fast start bonuses that pay out every single month through 2 levels, not including our check matches on the matrix pay that pay out on 2 levels every single month, every time somebody pays their membership. If you want to know about that and you want to know how to do it, just put legend in the chat. And I just did a sticky note on the wall. I'm at an Airbnb. So I'm trying to figure out how can I write? Where can I put my laptop? There's not a lot here, so I'm going to make stuff up and I'm going to show you guys on the whiteboard, and Dre will be here to kind of assist as well. So welcome everybody to the call. I'm going to go ahead and turn my video off for a second, and I'll bring Reagan, who is the other owner, Andre Russell. You guys will hear from him, who is the other owner. And then Tony is our CMO, our Chief Marketing Officer. And we have a whole crew of people beside us working. Okay. So let's go ahead, and for you new people, let me break some things down for you, and then I'm going to get out of the way, and then I'll come back for those individuals who actually want to max out this comp plan. Okay. So give me one quick second, if you would. All right. Okay. Put a 1 in the chat if you can see you can see everything. Go ahead and do that for me. Sorry, I just clicked it off. Okay. Thank you. I did see your ones though.
We can see it.
Okay, perfect. All right, time to get down to business, and I don't want to share everything, so let's do it that way. Okay, so real quick, everybody, back January 17th, I reached out to everybody in my phone list, so please listen, new people. I'm not anything special. Reagan and Dre, I mean, they're special, and Tony, but we really didn't do anything special to, over the last 20 plus days, be able to get 18,000 people. I'm sorry, December 17th. Thank you, Deborah. December 17th, right? December 17th, I sent out some text messages and I said, I'm doing a call in an hour and a half. I need you to be on the call. I'm launching my new business. And when they got on the call, I just told them, I said, listen, Reagan and I have decided to partner. And we didn't even say Andre's name at that point, because to be honest, it was just my contact list. That was it. And I just jumped out there because I felt like God said, just do it now. And I sent it out to everybody. And Reagan and Dre had already we had already come into alignment. And I told everybody, I said, give us one more chance to get it right. Just one more chance. That was December 17th, right? December 17th, December 26th, about 300 to 400 people got on the call. And we had a real talk moment. I'm like, listen, give us one more chance. We understand you have hurt, almost like church hurt. You have trauma from all the businesses you've been in that didn't work out. We get it. Okay. We understand that past profits never predict future gains, that you guys, when you come in here, you do nothing, you get nothing. We understand that, but we want you to be filled up. So we're not here to entice you. We're not here to tell you you're going to make $1 million doing nothing. But what we will show you is an opportunity for freedom. And we're challenging the status quo. Everything is different. This is the biggest launch ever. Now, this was yesterday. Okay. Yesterday, there was 16,194 people in. What's the number today, guys? And I wish you guys could talk to each other, but that's okay. What's the number? Type it in the chat. If you log into your back office, we're at 17,492 people. So tell me what it is when we get off this call. So already we are rolling. It's the biggest pre-launch ever, and we're allowing you guys an opportunity to really, truly share 17,527, okay? We also want you to understand that we didn't talk about the product. Our product line is phenomenal. It is in the technology space, and our products and services are designed to really, truly show you how to live the financial life you've always wanted to live. We're going to teach you guys how to independently make income, and we have a phenomenal compensation plan. Now, I chose to work backwards, right? Dre showed me the money. I got to see everything else, and I was like, okay. But I looked at that matrix. Even though we have another compensation plan on the front end, the matrix is what got my attention, and it spoke to me, right? And I'm like, this is it. It's gonna rain. So type in the chat, guys, get on the boat. Type that in the chat. Just take a minute and say, get on the boat. That's what you need to tell people, because February 17th, we are going to get on the ark and move into the promised land. And we have to do it in proper alignment. I don't care what you believe. I don't care who you believe in, but you got to believe in something bigger than you. So I can't do it without God. And I said, before I came in here, I said, I need to be authentically me. I need to be able to really truly speak to the people how I feel like I need to speak to the people. I may not be everybody's vibe, but I won't do this if I can't be authentically me. I won't, because I know what God showed me years ago. And then it's morphed into vibe, right? It's morphed into vibe, but every single one of you have a reason for being here, and we want to know about it. And we'll talk more about that later, but we want you to get plugged in. So number one, you need to get inside the Telegram. You need to add people to the Telegram, because if they don't believe, they will when they start to see all of these people flooding in, right? They get to see, I don't know if you guys can see my phone, but when you guys go into this chat, you see all these people just joining from all over the world every minute. So you want to put all your people in here so that they can see that the world is coming in. We're waking up the world right now, and we haven't even talked about any products, nothing. The only thing that people know is that they are doing it the right way, that they are really, truly aligned, because you can't give money to a fool. They will lose it every time. So we want to make sure everybody is in position mentally as well to understand what's getting ready to happen. So we want you to get plugged in. We also have been building, right? All the month of the end of December, and then we're in January right now. So 8,000 people came aboard, 8,100 before we ever talked about the name of the company, right? We do a call Monday at 12, and I'm sorry, Monday through Friday at 12 o'clock and 8 p.m. Eastern, so we can get to all parts of the world. Also, I'm doing a call this Saturday at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm doing a super Saturday so we can do, a presentation, and then we'll do some training at the end as well, so you can bring people aboard to that as well. Also, in the month of January, we revealed our name, which is Vibe. So check out our video that we have. And our marketing team did a phenomenal job. Tony is leading the charge on that. And she did a phenomenal job of really, truly showing us, visualizing what Vibe really is. And then we also have a 3-minute opportunity video that she worked on as well. And it really breaks down everything that's going on. Also, I want to give a shout out to Vanessa, because Vanessa has been doing analytics on all the videos that are going out. And she said the video that is really catching a lot of people right now is the video where it's called SOS. It was Saving Ourselves. And she's chopping up that video in small pieces and making sure that we run it by Tony and it's branded correctly. And she signed up 15 people on that hour and 15-minute video, but that's a little long. So I asked her today, I said, can you chop it up and make it kind of in bite-sized pieces? And it was really me interviewing pastor, interviewing, I think it was Trevon, I believe, in his story, interviewing one of my students who is now doing phenomenal things with this family, because it's really about the people. It's not about me. It's not about you individually. It's about all of us collectively. So we brought in 8,100 people, and now you see where the numbers have gone. We also want you to understand that in the month of February, we're going to run hard, just like we're doing right now. And our goal is to bring in 25,000 to 50,000 people by February the 17th. And we have 32 more days to go. So right now, everybody type free in the chat. Just build. Don't worry about anything. If you're having any support issues because you had fat fingers, it's only the 8,100, right, that went in first. And that's kind of my fault, putting out that spreadsheet and people forgot their first names and last names. And so Reagan's going to come and tell you what's getting ready to happen to make sure that everybody this week is where they're supposed to be and your personals are where they're supposed to be. Just build. Just build right now. Just build for free. Don't worry about anything else. Just build. New Zealand's calling me right now. Just build, okay? February 16th at 1 p.m. Eastern, you need to pay your $25, and that will happen before February 16th, okay? So don't worry about it. Just tell people, hey, you can build for free right now, and you can get acclimated to the back office and start to understand who Vibe is and why we do what we do and how we're doing it right now. And then we'll talk about the what we offer later. That's not important. It's kind of like a clock. Who is important? Then it's the why. Then it's how are you doing it? Then we can talk about what we offer. Okay. So stay focused and just build. I watched the movie Noah the other day, and I'm going to watch it again tonight. And it was phenomenal. Number one, it was the new version, and it was phenomenal because at the moment where he was like, I got to build an ark, and they just built. And then you watch the kids get older, and it shows you they were building for years. We only have to build like this for 32 more days. Stay focused. Just share. If people don't see it, they will February 17th. So when you guys pay your $25, Dre has done a great job of building like marketing tools. So is Tony. And you guys are going to have an opportunity to be able to have a webinar, right? Where you can send someone a link and the video plays on that webinar. And then you can share it anytime, 24 hours out of the day to people in all different countries. And if they love it, they can join you right from that webinar, that automated webinar. Okay. So don't worry, it's all coming. But if we give you too much, you'll get overwhelmed. So just build for free. Then we'll tell you when the $25 kicks in. Everybody type a 10 in the chat. You're going to get $10 for every personal that you refer. We're not selling air, right? Your $25 does two things. It gives you a marketing kit, and it ensures that you fall into the matrix before anybody else, okay? It ensures that you fall into the matrix before anybody else, because February 17th on is when we officially launch. Does that make sense, everybody? Put a 1 in the chat. Does that make sense? We're just letting you into the party early. You're a VIP, right? VIP, you get to get in early, right? So if you don't understand leverage, you work too hard. So we're leveraging each other's time. That's all network marketing, relationship marketing is you learn how to leverage time and people. That means Robert Kiyosaki said you're on the right side of money. You're building the right way. Also, I'm going to break this down for you guys on the board, and Dre and I are going to talk about it as well. And we also have a document to give you tonight so you can really understand the compensation plan. Just in case you're a reader. Everybody should be reading, right? So the compensation plan, let me go ahead and turn off my video for a second so I can move this out of the way. Real quick on the comp plan. We have two different compensation plans. One of them is direct sales on the first side, okay? That it's going to be phenomenal. We'll talk about that February 1st or 17th, somewhere around then. On the back end is the matrix. The matrix is the unity piece of it, right? Everybody type unite in the chat. Everybody type unite. Some people are going to like, oh man, it's one of those things. It's okay if they don't come aboard right now, guys. I promise you they will February 17th. You just have to make them say no to you right now. Make them say no. Because then February 17th is going to roll around and they're going to be sick. They're going to have to come in under all the believers. So the 3x10 force matrix, actually, it's really to infinity. but we'll pay you $3 or $5 through 10 levels. Okay. So every time somebody pays their membership, if somebody falls in underneath you into your organization, you have your own matrix. Your matrix just happens to be inside of the company, inside of Vibes Matrix. And I'll show you that. So everybody is the king and queen of their own empire. Don't focus on the spillover because it's coming, it's going to rain, but focus on the fact that you have your own empire. And how many people are you going to start with? Are you going to start with one, just you, and you don't refer anybody to the platform at all? You can make upwards to $1,800 a month in $5 bills through 5 levels if you never refer a soul. Okay. We'll talk about that, but we're not going to let you just stay there for too long. But those $5 bills are going to add up. There's 88,572 potential $3 and $5 bills in your matrix. You just got to get positioned. The fast start bonuses, this is amazing. It's more like a unilevel. Everybody that you personally sign up, you can sign up one person, you can sign up 10, 20, 30, or you can be like some of our leaders and they've signed up Bob, Retta, you signed up a ton of people, right? You get paid $40 on up to $40 on every personal that you refer, and they pay their membership every month. You'll understand what that membership is February 1st. Put a 1 in the chat. You guys understand I'm repeating myself a lot, right? I'm saying the same thing over and over again so that you don't miss it. February 1st, you'll understand the products. You'll understand the bundles. There's only 2 bundles in the matrix. So you can say, you know what, I don't really like it, but you won't say that because that's how overly confident I am. I'm not arrogant. I'm very confident about what we put together, and you're going to love it. The price point is phenomenal because we have people all over the world, and we want to make sure that everybody can unite into the matrix. So that pays out every month. Every month you get a fast start bonus. Level 2, let's say you refer 10 people. What is 40 times 10? Type it in the chat. What's 40 times 10? Every month, right? So you're making an extra $400. Thank you. $400 a month because they paid their membership. But what if they go refer 10 people? What's 10 times 10, everybody? Where are my math whizzes? Absolutely. 100, right? So what if you make 50%, basically up to $20 a month on their fast start? How much is that? You made $400 on your people, but then on second level, when you're qualified, you make, that's $2,000 extra dollars just on fast starts every single month, not 1 month when they come in. So understand that it's fast start bonuses alone could change some of you guys' zip codes because you just need an extra $500 to $1,000 to relocate. You need a new car. Your kids are going to college. Fast start bonuses alone can help you with that. Check matches. This is where it gets stupid crazy. If your people make $5 that you've personally sponsored, and they make $5, you make $5. They make $50, you make $50. They make $500, you make $500. On every check match, right? Every personal, and then 50% of their personals. It is a big deal. So all those people who say, you know what, sounds like one of those things, don't waste your time right now. Just show them a check, February 17th. Okay. I do want you guys to understand that the check match is super powerful, but I want to show you this. What if you come in and we teach you over the next 90 days just how to go through 7 levels? Okay. Let's say that 3 people fall into your organization. That's $15 worth of $5 bills. There's 9 people on the second level, right? Maybe you don't refer anybody at all, but you get positioned. That's an extra $45. 9 times 3, there's 27 people positions on the third level. That's $135. That's every month. 81 people. Now, mind you guys, could you use an extra $405 in $5 bills every month if somebody put it in your, just say me, right, in the chat, if you could use that. Just put me. 81, I don't care if you're a really good recruiter. 81 times 3 is 243 positions or VPs, Vibe partners, who have paid their membership. And now there's 1,215 $5 bills on that level. If you don't refer anybody else, right? If you don't refer anybody but yourself to the platform, you can make up to $1,800 a month in $5, $3, and $5 bills. Now, if you refer more people, you can unlock different levels. So we're giving you guys a head start. Do you understand? Just say yes in the chat if you understand. I get it. You're not a great recruiter. That's just because you haven't been coached into your greatness yet. So for 32 more days, we're going to coach you into your greatness. There's 3,645 $5 and $3 bills on level 6. What if you just learn how to duplicate 3 7 times? Can you use an extra $16,395 a month in $5 and $3 bills? Listen to what I'm saying. Have we reached 18,000 on this board yet? If the company is on top and there's only 3 positions, and then those 3 people start their own matrix, and those people, but the company's building with you. Do you understand? We're not sitting on top of you like some leaders have in the past, cracking the whip, like, hey, go build, go, go, go. We're outrunning you. I'm going to tell you right now, most people are not going to outrun the owners in this company because we're building for you. We just need you to get out of the mustard and catch up. But I can't say that because you guys are killing it, right? You are killing the game. So the check matches are phenomenal. If you refer 3 people and they make 500, you make an extra 1,500. You refer 10, they make 500, you make an extra 5,000. This is every month. And it's coming right from the membership. We're not selling you air. We can easily keep all the money and not pay you a fast start bonus every single month. We could easily do that. That's what most companies do. So I do want you guys to understand this is super powerful. It's 7:38, so I am going to get out of the way, but here's what I want you guys to understand. One of the most powerful things ever is when people understand who they are and they unite. If you want to unlock the entire matrix, this isn't even our presentation. This is just my pre-launch training slides. None of this stuff is branded, and I know some of you guys are sharing it, and that's okay right now, but eventually you're going to have a branded presentation. You're going to have branded everything. Right now, I'm just coaching and training. Does that make sense? Right? Is that okay with you guys that I just coach and train you and I just throw up slides so that you understand what to do for these next 32 days? Don't be sitting around waiting and worrying. You got to work. Just share your link. That's it. And your focus should be to get 7 personals. What's the strategy? I was talking to a guy last night and he was like, I have 70 people waiting to come in, but I'm not going to put them in yet. I was like, oh my gosh, no. You give those people your link. You can't gatekeep. There is no strategy to this matrix. The strategy is run fast and sign up everybody. Every minute that you wait to give somebody a link, other people potentially could be falling into their organization because we're all in the same matrix, but you have your own matrix in there that's part of the company matrix. Does that make sense? So you can't gatekeep. Give everybody your referral link and tell them to sign up and get on the calls. If they care, they'll plug into the trainings. Some people are not fully plugged in right now, so they're going to wake up after February 16th and they're not going to fall in the matrix, right? And then they're going to wake up and then they're going to have to pay their membership to get into the matrix on the 17th. But now they're going to come under you. So right now, we're only focused on the people who really, truly want it. If you want it, just say, I want it in the chat. You got to speak it. I want it. I want the desires of my heart. I want everything that God's going to give me. I want everything that I've prayed for. I want I want everything to be restored that I lost. That's what you need to be speaking. And I don't care if I sound crazy to people. I don't care. I'm only doing this because God showed it to me, or I promise you I wouldn't be doing it. I promise you. I was retired. I was done with this industry. I don't like how it moves. But guess what? If we have the power to change it, then we need to do that. So speak what you want and watch God work. So if you want to be a legend, we're going to have our own tribes, right? We have the seniorpreneurs tribe. Some of you guys are 50s, 60s, 70s. And guess what? The baby boomers are outrunning the young folks like they're in reverse because they understand, they overstand where we are right now. And they don't have they're not wasting any time. They're out here getting it out the mud. Our leaders in there, the majority of them are 60s and 70s and 80s. So listen, and I'm going to keep putting this up and probably a different one. Instead of trying to build a brick wall, lay a brick every day. Eventually you're going to look up and you'll have a brick wall. We're building together. You don't have to build the brick wall. We did it. Reagan did it. Andre did it. Tony's on here. Tony did it. I did it. We're all working together. And the only thing that is going to break us is if we feel like we got to be like Black Friday and everybody's shoving and pushing and being rude to each other to get on the boat. That's the only thing that's going to break us. I know, because God showed it to me, and it's broken many times before, because when you have strife, when you have, when people have a scarcity mentality, everything will go away. Poof, it'll be gone. So understand this. We just have to unite and stay together. We just have to understand that this world is a land of abundance for everybody. We don't have to keep all the money. We're going to give you products more than you could ever imagine, more than you could ever pay for these products. It's going to be, affordable so that everybody can be a part of it. But ask yourself, when you do get all this money, how many people do you plan on helping? And I don't mean giving everybody your money. That's not helping. You're actually enabling them, is what you're doing. But what kind of foundations are you going to set up? What kind of, 501c3s are you going to start? How many are you going to travel the world? Help yourself, right? Because you cannot help anybody if you don't take care of you. Take care of the caregiver, or you have nothing left to give. Because really, it's about you. That's why that why is in there. It's about you first. You have to go first. You cannot tell somebody else that they need to get into the promised land and they need to do this, this, and this if you're not in there. If your family doesn't hear you, they will, because they hear what they see. So run hard, and February 17th, you're going to make a believer out of a lot of people. So I'm going to step down for just a second, and I'm going to pass the mic over to our other owners and our CMO, because they have some really important updates to give you guys. And then those of you who really want to make some great income, who really want to learn how to make some great income, it's the meeting after the meeting. If you got something else to do other than to make $442,860 a month, please, by all means, go do what you have to do. I'm looking for the legends. Who's staying with me? And I only need a few minutes, and I'm going to answer questions. I only need a few minutes. Just type legend in the chat if you want to stick around. And it's the meeting after the meeting. And I'm going to put some Post-it notes, and I'm going to show you what it looks like, and make sure you fully understand. I'll answer your questions. We're not staying on long because I have another meeting. However, you don't have to stay if you don't want to stay. Okay. So I'm going to step down. I'm going to bring up my better halves. I'm going to bring up Miss Reagan Lynch, and she can introduce herself, and Mr. Andre Russell and Miss Tony Mark is going to be coming up as well, to show you guys what you need to know, especially those of you who have questions or have sent a gazillion support tickets, right? We're going to help you guys out on that. So Miss Reagan Lynch, are you out there? Mr. Andre Russell, and Miss Tony, do you want to take over for me? I'm going to go get some tea.
Hello, hello, hello.
Hello, ma'am.
It's me, Tony. I wasn't sure if you knew.
No, not at all.
Tony, I'm going to let you, this is Reagan. Hello, everybody. Tony, I'm going to let you go ahead and lead the steps and what needs to take place, so you can share screen.
All right, perfect. You guys, I always say when I make something, because I'm such a perfectionist, don't judge me by this slide. We made it very quickly. But here we go. This should be super simple. Let me preface, this will only work if you do not have a sponsor. Number one, we do not just willy-nilly change sponsors. We don't willy-nilly add sponsors. I promise you 1,000 times. Reagan can go into that to talk about the integrity that goes on here. I have been a part of those conversations, and I've also worked with them for some years now to know that integrity is paramount, period. So if you do not have a sponsor, what you're going to do is log into your profile. Number two, you're going to go to the sponsor box, and you'll notice that if you have a sponsor there, You cannot do anything. So this doesn't apply to you. But if you do not have a sponsor, you can click in the box and a drop down box will appear and you start typing in the name of your sponsor. When you're completed, when it's done, you're going to click submit. Now, I do want to also add a little side note that if you put in someone that is not your sponsor, that will be verified on the back end. So if you just decide, you know what, my sponsor was Reagan, but I actually want Tony to be my sponsor, then it won't work. It will, I promise you, someone will say that's not correct, and we will consult what we call the master list. Reagan, that was all I had. It's super simple. Do you have anything to add to that?
So yeah, so it's super simple, and sometimes, what do you say, Megan? Simple is not always easy, but it is easy, so don't make it hard. That's what I want to add. So again, just to reiterate, for the majority of the support tickets, 95+% of the support tickets that came in were, I don't have a sponsor, or my referrals are missing. And this is from those that were on the pre-launch list when we were building on the Google form and on the join website. Those of you that are coming in and you're using someone's referral link, it doesn't apply to you because you're attached to them. So everyone going forward, of course, is using their referral link. This is for those that filled out the form prior to, and you either spelled your own name wrong, or spelled your email address wrong, or you spelled your sponsor's name wrong. So now you don't have a sponsor in the box. So again, from the drop down, and be patient with it because there's 17,000 plus names in there. So whenever you click the drop down, you might start typing the name like Joe, Joe, and you don't see anything coming up. Let it catch up. Okay. Just type the name, first couple of letters, so you can start, it can start populating through. If you don't know how to spell your sponsor's name, I suggest you ask them, how is your name spelled in the system? Because if they go by, maybe they had Coach on there, and I'm just using it for an example. They have Coach, but their name is Joe. And you start typing, you don't see them. Ask them what their name is in the system. Tell them, hey, go log in, and how is your name spelled in your back office? And you need to type it exactly like that, and it will come up. Once the name populates, that's when you're able to click on it, and it will fill up the sponsor box. And then you click submit, and now you have a sponsor. Guess what? That solves the issue of the person saying, my referrals are missing. And I'm sorry I'm talking in this voice, but this is really what I get from people. my referrals are missing. So now if people select their sponsor, now they're going to immediately pop up in your back office under the referral list. So I'm going to send out an email because we have 1,600 emails in support. All of those emails are going to be completely closed and wiped out, not answered. So that way, this is going to give you all an opportunity this weekend. Well, today's what, Thursday? So
Yes,
we'll
ma'am.
say, give everybody, I'm sorry, I want you guys to take until Sunday of reaching out to your people. And if you see that they're missing, reach out to them. Hey, go in there and select me as your sponsor. So that way by Sunday, then you all can start submitting a support ticket if you have a question at that point. But this should take care of 90-something% of the support tickets that we did have. If everyone logs in, everyone that doesn't have a sponsor selects their sponsor, and you all start connecting with your Vibe tribes and and get together that way. There's one other thing I wanted to add. Also, if you cannot get into your back office and you were on the original list and you can't, it's telling you your email's not found. If you know that you have 5 different emails that you use, try all 5 of those first to see if that is the correct, which email you actually use. Because that's a lot of the tickets too, where I go to look, or the support team goes to look, and it's like, oh, this isn't an issue anymore. So make sure that you try all of your emails before you submit a support ticket to say that you cannot log into your back office or do forgot password. That's all I have.
Someone was messaging me and they're like, I tried to do it and it wasn't quite working yet. Is this turned on now or is it going to be?
Okay.
Yes.
And what does that mean though? Okay, so this is what I want you all, even if you had to submit a,
Already going to start. They're already going to start. So I'm going to,
yeah,
I'm
so,
question.
and that's what I'm saying. Think about the questions that you're asking. So don't submit a support ticket for, think your question through. Because even with you saying that, Megan, and they say it's not working, what does that mean exactly? What do you see? Is it blank? Is it not populating? Can you not find your sponsor's name? So what did I just say? Go ask your sponsor what their name is in there. But if you're saying it's not working to me would be the drop down is not happening. So we got to use specific words, and because we're all adults, and customer support can be a nightmare if you're just randomly asking questions without even trying to figure it out yet.
Right. Yeah. And that's what I said too. When the person messaged me, I'm like, I don't understand. I don't really know what you're saying doesn't work. So I'm trying to find that out. This person said, oh, now they say I see the drop down. And that's what we're talking about. We're not up, but listen, let me show you guys my face real quick. Let me back up. My students either love me or they don't, right? And if you say and see, I don't understand this question too. It's like, I see the drop down did not work. I don't know I don't know what you're saying right now. So what I want you guys to do is I want you to go ahead if you do have a challenge, and then we're going to move to the meeting after the meeting, and we're going to allow Dre to talk. But if you do ask a question, this is what's happening. And all of you guys are coming in before the masses. Put a 1 in the chat if you understand what I'm saying. We are coaching you to lead. Vibe, the first thing you have to do in Vibe is you have to lead. I should have said type lead instead. Sorry. That's a little thing under the little, I don't know what that is, tagline. It's lead, then you earn, then you live your life to the fullest, right? But you can't and I have 179 missed text messages that I'm not responding to because it's a lot of like that. I don't understand. And then we got to go back and forth because you're not writing clearly. Okay. So if you, to that person, send me a message again, but I don't understand what you're saying. It said, I save it. It's not going into the sponsor block.
There isn't a save button on there. It's so if a name pops up and the name pops up, you click it and it's sitting in there, and then you click submit. There is no save button.
There's 3 steps. You click on your profile, you go click the sponsor box, you type in the name, you select it, and then you click submit.
Okay.
Yeah.
So to that person, I
Easy
want to
peasy.
call. Oh yeah, because we want to make sure everything's working properly. So we're not beating you guys up, but can you understand as soon as people don't understand stuff, they start sending support ticket after support ticket after support ticket and texting and calling. And I want you guys to be leaders, okay? So if there is something wrong with it, like let's see, looks like we are going to have to make videos for everything. Somebody said, yes. We told you
No.
everything because common sense isn't common. Don't take offense. But I need you guys to be leaders because when the millions come in, because they will, we need not a Megan leader or a Tony or a Dre or a Reagan or a Vanessa or a, we need a lot of leaders, or Carlotta I just did, or Bitcoin Cecil was out there. I just did a major meeting for them. That was fun. We need a lot of leaders. So we need to make sure this is working properly before you guys get off of here and start calling me and sending support tickets. Once the sponsor has been updated on the referrals back office, how long does it take to show up in my back office? Great question.
Immediately, almost. Immediately.
Okay. Oh, you guys have to refresh. Just refresh if you've been sitting idle. that other person who said it's not working, can you please
And
message?
Megan, so remember, we do have spammers on here too. So they're going to, they're children, like children, and they're gonna want to ask questions because they clearly don't have lives, but thanks for being on our call. So don't answer any more questions on here. This is simple. Go ahead and do your training.
Okay.
And and everyone that has submitted a support ticket, all 1,600 people, that your issue may be resolved already, you are going to get a response email back before I close the ticket. I'm going to send it to everybody so you know exactly what to do to choose your sponsors. So those that are on this call, you got it. Trust me.
Perfect. And I know somebody said, are we doing 2 to 4? No, we're not doing any more live support that way. This is going to take care of the majority of the people. And then the people who are really having a challenge because they put the wrong email address in, then we can really see who we can, who really needs help. Okay. Sandra, you just give her your link and have her and fill it out, right? Give her, if she's in the hospital and she can't do it and she wants to get into the system, we're going to all send her positive vibes right now. And we're going to say that she is healed, right? And if she's texting you, she can probably take your link and sign up because it takes 2 minutes to do that. Okay, so people are starting to ask questions. We're going to move on and I'm going to get these questions. If you're sending your personals, your link, you will see them in your downline. Okay. And Jamie will chat after this call. Okay. So you guys can put questions in there and let's go ahead and do the training. And then those individuals who do, I can go back and I can read the chat because you can't see it. Can you, Tony? Can you see the direct messages?
Yes, we can see the chat. But we can do those on a separate private link that's sent to the members.
Oh, okay, perfect. Okay. Sorry, I'm moving on.
Nope, you do your thing, ma'am.
We have spammers on here. I know because they're calling me right now. They
Don't get sucked in. It's like when your kids are trying to get a rise out of you, like then they're back there laughing and snickering because I don't know. They don't have lives. They don't have lives outside of Vibe, but that's okay.
Somebody said, when is the $25 due? Stop it. Okay. So thank you so much. Andre, I'm going to bring Andre up because I know he's got a lot going on in the background as well. And if you guys had a chance to check out the as when we were doing our when the owners were coming on and introducing themselves, you guys got a chance to meet Andre. He is very much like tech in the background, very similar to Reagan and Tony. We just have to bring them out of the dungeon every once in a while. So Mr. Andre Russell, are you out there, sir?
How you doing, Megan?
I am doing more than fantastic. The floor is yours. I don't know if you wanted to say a couple things, and then I'm actually going to whiteboard some things for the legends on here, but the floor is yours. Anything that you want to add, and probably want to introduce yourself because we have a lot of new folks on as well.
Yeah, I really don't have much to say. Hey guys, my name is Andre. I'm here to assist you guys in any type of way. Super excited for this opportunity. Amazing what Megan and her sister and the team has done so far. Just bringing you guys on board, introducing you, and just remember, guys, anytime you see something great, you're building something great. You're gonna have the trolls, right? You're gonna have the haters, guys. If you're on YouTube watching this, and you're in your little peanut gallery. Hey, what's going on? The chat is locked, so those of you that are on here can't give me a 7. But if you're a part of the, Danny and the Minion crew, give me some 7s on that YouTube, right? Because at the end of the day, guys, you can't stop success, right? You can hate, you can add jealousy, you can troll, you can even bully and harass. But at the end of the day, you can't stop what someone is putting together to build to truly help people with a heart, right? So at the end of the day, Megan, you're doing a fantastic job. Your sister's doing a fantastic job. We know where our hearts are. We know we're not out here trying to, get over on anybody, take advantage of anyone. We know we're bringing a valuable product to the space, right? And the individuals that sit back and instead of coming aboard and taking advantage of the vibe, right? And earning some additional income. We're not promising anyone is going to be millionaires. You know, that 440K, that's what's possible, right? But it's not what's guaranteed. That's what we have to understand. You see, statistics show that I don't know where you guys are in the world, but in the United States, back in 2008, 2009, a lot of people had homes repossessed. Uh, foreclosed on. I'm sorry. And if they had an extra $500 to $600 a month, they could have kept them homes, right? See, a lot of people are living paycheck to paycheck, and we get excited sometimes about the big numbers, about the 100,000 and 200,000 and the $300,000 a month, right? But if the reality is, what could an extra $500 a month do for you and your family? What could an extra $1,000 a month do for you and your family, right? If you're living paycheck to paycheck, I was talking to a friend of mine the other day, actually today, and we were talking about just making like $2,000. And he kind of laughed. He was like, "Man, actually, that's a lot of money. Some people make that at their job." And I kind of chuckled myself because I said, "Man, you know what? That's right. Because if someone's living check to check, an extra $1,000 could definitely change their life, right?" So at the end of the day, guys, you know, you're in the right place at the right time. A lot of big things are coming, right? So again, shout out to you guys for being here. Shout out to the haters and shout out especially to Danny and his minions. We appreciate you guys for tuning in. You know, we would rather you be here with us, but if you want to give them some views, go for it. Hey, listen, I'll catch you guys later, but I'm gonna sit back, Megan. I'm gonna let you and your sister take it from here, and y'all have a great evening. Tony, thank you so much for everything as well.
Thank
Y'all
you,
are
guys.
the best. All three of y'all. You're just the
Mic
best.
drop, mic drop. I love that.
I always love when Dre gets on and it's like shots fired.
This is why we need the men, because the men are just like no nonsense. We like
Right. Hey, I just want to let Susie and Jelly Snack know. Hey, listen, I can send something to your door also. Love you guys.
love you, Dre.
That's so funny. And I get like sucked in sometimes. I wish I was in the office. Like I need to go across the street, but it's cold. So I didn't feel like going across the street because I have a whole office to work in and whiteboard and everything else. So most of you guys know I'm at a let me go do this. I'm at an Airbnb in a disclosed location, right? And I kind of had to get away from everybody. So and I know, let me see. Let me see if I can do it right here. I'm gonna do it on this door probably. Let me put my sticky note. I'm just over here making things up, right? There we go.
I always see you sitting down, Megan, and I love your hair. I'm just saying.
Thank you.
I just
Oh, my-
noticed it because I see you sitting down.
That's not gonna stick. Okay, hold on one second. Let me try and figure this out. I want to show you guys something real quick, if I can. I'm like, why am I not at the office right now? Because they have everything over there and my everything, but it's cold outside. It's super cold. So I don't want to go out there right now.
This is like what people do on TikTok. I think I want to do a TikTok and just be live.
Right. Okay. So, can you guys see me? All right.
Yeah, we can.
Okay, cool beans. So I want to show you this real quick so you can understand the matrix. And I wish it was a little closer, but that's okay. I'm going to draw really big circles, okay? So let's say this is you right here. Okay? Can you see that?
Jalen said, we can't see that.
I can't see.
Oh, see where's my baby? Okay, I'll just do it like this. Can you see now,
Oh,
Jean?
yeah,
Yeah.
that's better. She's
Okay.
really into this training.
Thank you, my 6-year-old niece. I love her to pieces. And she's on the screen, like paying attention. So, Ja, I'm going to talk to you, okay? Because somebody told me if you had to teach something to a 6-year-old and a billionaire, okay, who should you teach to? You guys can tell me too, okay? Somebody said they can't see the writing. I'm just going to put it right here. If you had to teach something to a 6-year-old and a billionaire and you want it both to understand, you have to teach it to a 6-year-old. And so you have to think everybody has their own matrix. And then there's people up here, but I want you to just focus on you, okay? Focus on you. the spillover is coming because we have 18,000 people in right now that haven't fallen in the matrix yet. But the only thing that's really super important is, what are you going to do? Everybody type you in the chat. Just focus on you. And then we start to have meetings like Carlotta and Bitcoin Cecil. They had a meeting and they want to bring me and Reagan and Dre too, and Tony. Come on, Tony. She may not want to come because she's in a warmer spot, but they want to bring us to Detroit. So I'm setting that up. This is going to happen like really soon. Then we're doing what's called the Million Vibe March